Did you know that more than 6.5 billion bags of Doritos are sold every year? That's a huge amount of cheesy crunch. But have you ever thought about what goes into making those famous chips? From the moment they're made in the factory to when they land in your snack bowl, let's take a closer look at how Doritos are made and see if the process is as simple as it seems. Before we get into how Doritos are made, let's take a look at where they come from. Doritos were first introduced by Frito-Lay in 1964, but their story actually starts at a small restaurant in Disneyland. The creators of the first Doritos were inspired by a recipe for fried tortilla chips served at Casa de Fritos, a restaurant in the park. After seeing how much visitors love the chips, Frito-Lay decided to make them on a larger scale, leading to the release of the first Doritos product in 1964. At first, Doritos were just plain tortilla chips. But in the late 1960s, Frito-Lay added a bold new twist, a cheesy flavor that became the brand's signature. The cheesy Doritos quickly became a favorite, turning the simple chip into something much more exciting. This change helped Doritos grow, eventually becoming one of the most popular snacks in the world. The success of the cheesy flavor helped Doritos add more flavors over time. Flavors like Cool Ranch and Spicy Nacho were introduced, and special limited edition flavors kept things exciting. As more people became fans, the brand started creating bold new flavors. This creativity kept Doritos popular and always attracting new customers. Today, Doritos are more than just a snack, they've become a cultural icon. From ads to movies and even video games, Doritos have made a big impact on pop culture. The brand's popularity and ability to keep up with trends have made it a well-known name in the snack world. Now, let's look at how Doritos are made so crunchy and tasty. At the core of every Dorito is corn, and it all starts on the farm. Frito-Lay gets its corn from thousands of farms all over the United States. While corn might seem like a simple crop, the corn used for Doritos is carefully picked to make sure it has the right size, quality, and moisture level. The corn kernels used for Doritos are usually harvested when they are ripe, but they need to go through a special process before they can be made into chips. Once the corn is harvested, it is stored in silos before being sent to the processing plants. Once the corn arrives at the factory, it goes through a process called nixtamalization, where the kernels are soaked in a special solution to remove the husk. This step makes the corn easier to grind and also improves its nutritional value by breaking down some of its compound. Afterward, the treated kernels are ground into masa, a dough-like mixture that becomes the base for the chips. The masa is then mixed with water and processed further to make it smooth and even, ready to be shaped into chips. Finally, the masa is rolled into thin sheets and cut into triangles to create the signature Dorito shape. The chips are then fried to cook them. Every step from harvesting the corn to shaping the chips helps give each Dorito its well-known texture and flavor. Consistency in production is important to keep the chips crunchy and even, which is why Doritos are so popular worldwide. After the masa is shaped into triangles, the next step is frying. The Doritos are placed in big fryers, where they're cooked in hot oil. This quick frying keeps the chips crispy while sealing in the moisture and flavor. The oil used also helps give Doritos their light and crispy texture. The frying process also gives the chips their signature golden color. After frying, the chips are quickly moved to a cooling conveyor belt to cool down. This step is important because it helps keep the chips crispy and prevents them from getting greasy. Next, the chips are ready to be flavored. Doritos are known for their bold taste, and this is where the fun begins. A light spray of seasoning is applied to the chips, making sure the flavor sticks evenly. The seasoning mix usually includes a blend of spices, cheese powder, and other flavorings. Each flavor of Doritos is seasoned a little differently. For example, the classic nacho cheese flavor uses a mix of cheddar cheese powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and other spices to create a cheesy, savory taste. Other flavors like Cool Ranch use a different mix of seasonings for a tangy, creamy taste. The seasoning process is carefully managed to make sure every Dorito chip has the same strong flavor, no matter where it's sold. After the Doritos are flavored, the next step is packaging, and this is just as important as the others. The chips are carefully checked to make sure they meet Frito-Lay's high-quality standards. Any chips that don't meet the size or shape rules are thrown out. The rest of the chips are placed into bags, where they are weighed and sealed. The bags are filled with nitrogen gas, which helps keep the chips fresh. This step is crucial to make sure the chips don't get stale during shipping and storage. The packaging process is very careful because Doritos bags need to be filled with just the right amount of chips. After the bags are filled, they are sealed and labeled with nutritional info ingredients and best before dates. The sealed bags are then put into boxes and shipped to stores all over the world. The Frito-Lay factories run non-stop to meet the high demand for Doritos, making and delivering millions of bags every day. Frito-Lay uses an automated system to keep track of the freshness and quality of Doritos during the whole process. The bags are tested regularly to make sure the seasoning is right, the flavor stays the same, and the chips stay crispy. This level of quality control ensures that every time you open a bag of Doritos, you'll get the same bold flavor and crunch, whether you're at home, at a party, or on a road trip. The secret to Doritos' amazing flavor isn't just a mix of spices. It's about using the right ingredients to balance taste and texture. One key ingredient is MSG, or monosodium glutamate, which boosts the flavor. MSG is often used in processed foods to enhance the savory umami taste, and it helps give Doritos their bold flavor. Along with MSG Doritos, use other ingredients to improve their texture and taste. For example, the cheese powder in the Nacho cheese flavor is made with real cheddar cheese, but also contains ingredients like whey and milk solids to make the powder smoother and more flavorful. This mix helps the cheese flavor stay rich and evenly spread across the chips. Although it might seem simple, achieving the right balance of flavors and textures has taken years of research and testing. Doritos doesn't just stick to basic flavors. The brand is always trying new taste ideas, releasing limited edition flavors, and teaming up with other brands to create unique versions of their classic chips. Whether it's a new, bold flavor or a fun marketing campaign, Doritos keeps pushing the limits in the snack world. This constant innovation is what keeps the brand exciting and why Doritos has stayed one of the top snacks for years. Next time you grab a bag of Doritos, remember there's more to these crunchy chips than you might think. From the carefully chosen corn to the frying process and the bold seasonings, every step makes sure you get that perfect crunch and flavor every time. With over 1 billion bags sold each year, it's clear that Doritos are more than just a snack, they're a household favorite. What's your favorite flavor of Doritos? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tasty breakdown. See you next time.